So, hello everyone, and welcome in another video where we build basically OpenDora, which I am going to rename to Project Flows. I don't know if I mentioned that in the previous video or not. There's a simple reason for renaming. It used to be OpenDora, kind of open Pandora. The agent still will remain Pandora because I like the ring of the name. So the main agent still will rename Pandora, but I will rename it to Project Flows because now we've got flows in it or workflows in it, and I own the domain, so it's not bad name to have as well, and I can at least use the domain itself. So today's video, I am going to look at a few things I've got in the background. I've got some migration running. So I don't know if anyone is familiar or not, but basically OpenDora or Project Flows now was built on top of OpenCode. So OpenCode was the main source code, but because we kind of changed the architecture a lot, and I'm going for like a package architecture. I am migrating everything from there into my own individual packages. And I'm going to basically remove everything from OpenCode. So the migration that is running in the background is basically 8 phases migration that migrates everything, and it just runs in the background. It actually is on phase 6, but I have not instructed OpenCode to create the brand, which is kind of my bad. I am going to actually stop him and ask now. So can you create branch for this phase 6 and make sure you test and commit at the end. I am going to do that, and on the side I'm exploring while this is running, I am exploring basically how to fix some stuff with OpenDora. Quite often when I've got some break in a conversation or the server basically crashes or something, I need to reboot it. Quite often I've got some stale session, the state is not correctly, I guess, being handled and everything else. So I'm exploring how we can basically use kind of 2 different technologies that I've been looking at, and if they can fit into what we do. And one of them is Versal Workflows that provides the states and checkpoints and stuff, which I'm still kind of not entirely sure what it does. And then we've got LangGraph, which is more established and been there for a little bit longer, I imagine, to track the state. Now, we're not going to use any of those libraries because our packages are structured differently. So it's not going to work well from what Opus said to me. So his advice was to basically borrow the concepts and everything else. But if the both frameworks or kind of libraries are open source, we will use some of the code, at least review some of the code and see how we can plug it into to OpenDora. With that in mind, can you look at So I'm just in the middle of sentence there. I want to see AI SDK. That's one of the things that I want to look at. And we want to go GitHub. Versal AI, what do we have here? AI SDK, AI is okay. So let's put that in there as one of the things to help us explain what we're trying to do, or give it some good context, like line graph. Hope this is right. I am going to give it repositories so it can basically plan everything. Before I also do that, I want to make sure that I've got kind of enough credits at least to do the plan and exploration. Otherwise, okay. Okay, it looks like it's fine. So what I'm checking now is I was checking my usage on Windsurf because I'm using Opus, Claude Opus 4.8 there. So I want to make sure I've got, at least for the exploration phase, enough credits. So I've got AI SDK, line graph, and now we as well want to look at that Versal workflows. Versal workflows SDK. So I think they all open source. I'm going to look at what license. So they have Apache 2, so that should be all right. So let's give it so plan how would you integrate the best in terms of persistence and state management of execution of conversations and workflows within the OpenDora. Make sure you explore basically all of those repositories that I gave you, and basically plan the best path forward. We don't need to import any libraries. We can use the snippets of code that are well designed for OpenDora. At the moment, focus on the core concepts and where to find the code rather than provide the snippet of code. Your output should be now we need to wait for a little bit. I noticed the cascade is getting slower. Actually, we can use OpenDora for that. Let's go to settings, general. Oh, what is this? Oh yeah, we do migration, so things will crash. Right, so OpenDora at the moment, maybe it's not working because I'm doing the migration. Let's go back to should be a comprehensive plan of how to basically structure everything and where to take an inspiration or snippets of code. Make sure we follow basically like current setup of TypeScript and I think Next.js and Bun. Right. And let's look at quickly while we there, look at the progress. Well, we've got some steps. Did we even produce any in the plan or not? Bang. Let's see what we're going to get out of it. Okay. Let's see. To be honest, I haven't had a chance to use Opus well yet, so I'm hoping I'm going to be positively surprised. Oh, so that's daily quota. You probably guys can't see it. But yeah, I imagine that my quota, WinSafe quota, will disappear very fast. Right. All right, we've got Pandora. There's a kind of test website. I need to make sure that we expand on that. Allo, allo, allo. Is it going to work? Let's have a look. I actually want to see what tools do we have. We've got 13 tools. We've got question read, globe, grep, write, delegate, session set, session get, session tree, session update. Oh, that might be because of the session itself. Let's have a look at the agent. No, 13 tools. Right. Hmm. Actually, while we're here and it's kind of working, we've got playwright. We don't have playwright in here. Weber, do you have any playwright tools? Skills. Selected skills. We've got playwright browser. Right. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to change the general setting and that is not working. What else is not working? Let's have a look. Okay, so let's go to Weber and I will say, right, we need to test some playwright browser use. So can you do any simple, basically tests? Make sure the browser is working and everything goes. Pattern, use skill, execute. That's why you would ask me to use the skill. Fine. Nice. Well, it's going to just install it. Install playwright pattern. Ah, can you, what agents can you delegate to? So let's ask OpenDora, actually not OpenDora, Weber agent. Oh, Right, so we've got some problems here. Right, playwright. Fine, I'm just going to do it myself, or let's have a look at tools and session. Can you delegate? Yes, but we do not have anyone there. Now the question is it a good idea to give Weber the ability to do it? So Minds owns basically the ecosystem. I'm kind of thinking who should be taking ownership of that. Probably on that occasion, I'm just gonna literally go in. So Weber is a guy who can delegate. Should he delegate to anyone? I'm just going to leave it as so wide delegation. Fine. I'm just going to give him minds. So I give you access to delegate to minds agent. So see if you can delegate it to him. He owns basically all the tools and Open Dora's project in aspect of tools, agents, skills, and everything else. Right. So we've seen that they figure out between each other. I don't know if it's the right approach, but between each other they figure out that I need to delegate to minds. Minds will delegate um, to playwright browser to product engineer, and product engineer now is basically installing everything and and executing. And on the other side here, we've got basically the result Event sourced. Okay. That's right.
Someone's at the front door doorbell.
Okay, more power. Oh my god, how far? We got 1 hour left. And the migration is not there yet. And not done yet. I'm hoping that we are close with the migration. I'll go 1 hour. Let's have a look at the usage. 98%. Okay. Right, I'm going to go to usage and check the 98%. 1 hour, 10 minutes. I've got to carry on. I've got no idea how far we are with Cloud Code. 9:59. Who? AM. So 9 minutes, potentially. That's weird. We're going to have everything reset. This is quite weird. So we've got 98% hit, almost there. I think it's restarting today. I don't know. I guess we're going to find out soon. All right. 99%. Can you finish? Go. Go, go, go. Claude. And here we've got 9 minutes. So after 9 minutes, I can see if I... %. What? Right. So we hit the limit on Cloud Code. So our migration will have to pause, at least for now. What I do need to have a look at. So are we waiting for bash allo agent? Allo agent. Right. And let's check windsurf. Okay, we got daily quota 72% and then weekly quota. Now weekly quota I'm not using that much, so I'm not going to worry too much. And with Open Dora, why are we basically I need to figure out why we asking now for every bloody thing around ban. I can understand that. We can run versions every day, fine. What do you node version? Okay, hello. Right. Go on then. Finish your stuff. I'm actually going to open codex. It looks like OpenAI is not using or not really focusing on the cloud version of codex. It's even more difficult now to go in and see the analytics. Okay, we've got 95 remaining, so we can probably use some codex. Let's install the codex. Open AI. Let's install this guy. Let's look at the publisher, and we've got nothing, which is quite funny. Right. Whoa, what do we have here? What did we install? Barnex Playwright, install Chromium. What do I need to approve? What do I need to approve? It's asking me to approve something. Right. Hello. Right, so I've got Codex. Let's just log into Codex. So what? So what's up? What was that slop? Um, did you take any screenshots? Right. Can you? Can you? Right, let's have a look at OpenDora. Okay. Okay. Do you know what screen you're using? Right. Do you know what screen you're using? Are you using default screen 0? Okay. But you can run it in the headed mode as well, isn't it? Okay, can you let's switch it over, and I want to actually log in to my VM. So let's actually do this. And at the same time as I do other 10 things, I am going to look at the VM, and as well as so WinSef Codex ChatGPT. Let's go back to quickly usage reset in 23 hours. That is a weekly limit. Resets in 23 hours and 57 minutes. Oh yes, because oh yeah, today is not Friday. I thought it's Friday, so I'm actually going to go quite heavy in the next run in 57 minutes. I'm thinking maybe whatever I'm implementing, I'm going to switch up the models. Default opus. So, right. Fine. I'm going back to Sonnet, but later I'm going to do the opus. And why is opus 4.6 not any newer? Right. Let's, to be honest, switch model. Why the hell? Okay. Why I do not have Opus 4.8 available in Claude Code? Right. Let's have a look what answer is it going to give me. I would imagine why. Oh yeah. I can't ask even the simple question because I run out of the quota. So rather than doing this, I am going to right. Let's have a look at terminal and see. Well, right. Applications. Let's get rid of that. Let's look at our friend here. Okay, so this is 2.189. 2.189, this is 154 or later. So this means that yeah, let's do this. So the auto updates didn't work basically. Okay, so reload window. We're not running anything, fine. I'll just reload the window. We probably need to restart the terminal. You can close that up. Go to Open Dora. Right, we need to restart this. Right, what do we have here? We got our server, and within our server, we want to connect to our other server. So our Ubuntu machine that we're using as our SSH. And go back in here, install Playwright. Let's see what it's going to do. Right, down Playwright is not headed mode. Okay, can you open the browser? Right, allow session. why it doesn't exist. Oh. So installing this working directory. Right, I wonder, are we using now different user or what? Let's have a look at the previous installation. No, it's still home Marius. Okay. No, where? I cannot see it. See it. I'm logged in. I'm logged in. Hello. Right. I just want to make sure I can access the same browser as the playwright. Shell command permission. Let's go allow agent to do whatever it needs to do. So, okay. So we need to, okay. So we need to figure out what's wrong with the tool and fix it so we can run it in the headed mode when we switch to the headed mode. Right. Let's log back in. 49112. Right. Are you going to work or not? Quite nice. So, product engineer, although it loaded basically the planning skill. and it's now looking at requirements, exploration, product plan, and playwright browser product verification for. So it's basically doing what it's supposed to do. It's figuring fix out which skills are necessary to do the job, which I'm quite happy with. Although it's using quite strong contender, which is GPT 5.5. Right, let's go back to Devin. Let him cook, and we can go back to our session. We still have got 43 minutes before we can carry on. But actually, while product engineer is cooking there on one session, we can ask product owner to review the migration. Review the migration file in OpenDora packages open code. There's a migration.md. We have been implementing phase 6. Basically do the analysis how far we are from completion. So what do we have? Playwright modes, hello. Right, we are not going to do that. We're going to reject that. Why the rejection is not working? We need to fix the rejection button. So, my friend, let's restart, refresh. There's obviously some fixes that I need to do to OpenDora. A lot of things broke after the migration. Hopefully this is like a small bit we can quickly fix, but yeah. So what do we have here? Okay, let's go. I still cannot see it. I'm inside GNOME desktop that is basically on the same machine, and that's where I was expecting the headed browser to open. I cannot see that browser, so we need to figure out what screen we're displaying that on. Display settings. How many screens do we have? We've got one in here. Displays. Right. Screen 0. Okay, so yeah, I think it found it. I imagine this is what it is. I'm kind of thinking. Okay, it's not 0, it is 10. Okay. So we probably need to improve the Playwright kind of group plugin interface and make sure we have some settings there. So when OpenDora, because the current plan is that OpenDora will have like a core, and then the plugins will include extended settings for tools and other stuff. So I don't think OpenDora will ever stop evolving. I'm just hoping that, well, I'm in a place where I kind of use it a lot more than I used to. Oh, that's brilliant. Guys, here we are. Sorry. I got excited because of my browser now displays basically, yeah, the playwright is working on OpenDora. So technically I can do some cool automations now, and this means I can go in and log in if I need to with some accounts that I want to do automation on, which is brilliant. So yeah, OpenDora now, which by all means it's exciting for me, but it's a standard for a lot of applications like Hermes agents and Cloud Code, sorry, Cloud Open Cloud. They can all do that. I mean, it's not like revolution. It is, however, revolution for me and for OpenDora that, I can set it up in the new environment. I had it set up, I just changed like environment. As you can see, I've got GNOME that I installed to develop basically OpenDora, and I set up like a server on my uh, older laptop, as basically my current laptop was running out of memory, specifically when I had to do some video recording at the same time as development. And now I've got Windows running on another laptop, and within Windows I've got Hyper-V with basically Ubuntu, and on that Ubuntu I've got GNOME for things like this. So if I ever want OpenDora to extend to compute use rather than using it on my system, I've got Hyper-V on virtual machine running on my local laptop that I can basically give to my AI agent, and there it can run its own playwright. It can do even computer use as well if it needs to. So yeah, one thing accomplished, I guess, for that video, which is cool, exciting, and yeah, amazing. Let's allow agent. Let's allow agent now. I can see I'm going to stop open door, I guess. or wait for her. Right, so right, I'm going to stop you. It looks good. It looks good. You should be able to take some screenshots. Right. And we can verify that screenshot. Actually, I can close both VMs. Did I close it? I think I closed both by mistake. Not the right one. I'm going to reconnect, guys, for 1 second, and I will need to close this guy and close the other guy. Actually, right, I need to log back in again. It's a little bit annoying. I mean, it's quite funny these days how quick your laptop's getting old. And I thought I passed that some time ago. Like, both of my laptops got like 32 gigs of RAM, and they were maxed out at the time when I bought them. I'm going to just shut this down. And now it's literally nothing in the world of AI. So soon I need to upgrade my laptop again. And that's our screenshots. Right, both the same file. Let's remove this guy. Right. So one thing that is done, and amazingly, OpenDora has done it, not any other external agent, which is another good progress with OpenDora. I think we're nearing basically a place where I can move and sort out Pandora a little bit, the repository, and start thinking of making it public in kind of alpha. Version. I think it's not ready for beta anytime soon, but it's quite cool. Right, so what I want to do now is click some next. Right. Let's go back to Can I move this here? That's quite annoying, isn't it? Right. Is it going to work? Shift Codex, or is it Codex? Shift X. Shift X. Yes. Cloud. Right. Okay. Record key bindings. Configure key bindings. Cloud code. Let's do Shift. Okay. Let's see if any of this worked well. Okay. Yeah, it's working fine. I've got shortcuts now to open Cloud Code and all. Codex. So we are 25 minutes in, and what do we have in here? Right. So if I was to basically create implementation document, which, okay. Yes, we need to turn this into migration. Storage and migration and any other, sorry, we need to update visions, we need to update and create migration and agents if applicable to each basically package. So everything that we touch in, everything that we need to update going from top down. So basically if we need to update any vision, even on the root, Right, let's go. I think I need to switch to ChatGPT. Right. So yes, the answer is yes. We need to make sure we've got files, migration.md file. We've we've got visions.md file at each level that is necessary to update it. It needs to be updated top down if there's anything relevant for any file, vision, migration, or agents.md. We need to make sure we basically have that covered. So yes, make sure all the logic and all the phases are basically covered. Right. I have to say the windsurf used to be really, really good with recording and transcribing, and now it's very, very slow. Don't know why. It happened around the time when they switched windsurf into Devin. Maybe that's coincidence or something. Maybe they changed their model or something, but it is a lot worse than it used to be. So let's see, and over here we can migration plan. We still have 11 a.m. So I've got 12 minutes basically to finish everything. I am going to, in that case, end the stream and create new stream later. Let's end the stream. Not yet. I'm going to, just restart the stream once we've got more credit from Claude.